Hello everyone, today I have a massive book haul. I've not had a book haul this size in a long time, so I'm going to get straight to it. All these books were second hand and I'm going to show you where I got them from. So the first two are from a charity shop. This wouldn't be a Hannah Tay book haul without a charity shop book. So this one is The King of the Copper Mountains by Paul Bezel, and this is about a king who is dying, and the only way he can stay alive, this doctor tells him, is if he has a different story all the time. But no one knows any stories, so the people have to find stories to tell him. So that sounded interesting. And then this is by Sally Gardner, and this is Operation Bunny, and it's about a little girl that inherits a shop and her cat helps her solve crimes, and it's the Fairy Detective Agency's first case. I thought that seemed so cute and the illustrations are beautiful. The next books I then got from a jumble sale, which in the UK it's basically, they're normally run by churches and they have donations, they just set up stalls and sell the stuff for charity. That's it. So I got Miscellany, Random Thoughts and Memories by Rosemary Arthur, and this woman there, lovely little Rosemary there, has written things, so My Kind of Monday, and then it will have like an essay or a poem, which sounded very interesting to me. And then Love Audrey, which is by Susan Lafleur, which is about a girl who is abandoned. And she's in this house and she doesn't want anyone to know that she's a child and she's there and there's no adults. And obviously it's going to come out and we're going to realise why she has been abandoned, where have the adults gone. The other ones I then got from the library. So in UK libraries sometimes they have a little book section that you can buy, and it normally means that the books are damaged and they've replaced them with new ones, so they sell these. I got Desire Lines by Jack Gantos. I've already started this, and it's about a boy growing up in a small town who finds out that two girls at his school are lesbians and he is going to out them in some way. So I'm interested to see what the circumstances of that are going to be, because I don't think it's ever acceptable to out someone ever for being gay, so I'll be interested how the book deals with that and how it kind of justifies his actions, or if it doesn't. I then got Hubble Bubble, The Glorious Granny Bake Off, and in the UK we have a show called The Great British Bake Off, and it's where normal people go on and bake, and it's a baking competition. It just sounds so British when you say it, and this is about a little girl whose grandma is a witch and she's going to take part in a bake off with other grandmas. I then got this is Compton Mackenzie, Whiskey Galore, Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy, Rising Tide by Anne Rooney, which is about a boy who makes friends with another boy who is a refugee because of climate change, and he knows that he should turn the boy in who's a refugee because he must be an illegal refugee, and it's about whether he does or doesn't and how he feels about that. This one I was shocked the library were getting rid of because it's in perfect condition. I don't understand. And it's Carrie Fisher's Shockaholic, and it's about, she had to go to shock therapy. If you're in a mental hospital they used to give you shock therapy, and it's about her experiences with that, and I really, Carrie Fisher of course played Princess Leia, and I'm so excited to read this one. All the proceeds of the books that they sell from the libraries go back to funding the library, so that's quite nice. I then got The Lives of Women by Christine Dwyer Hickney. Don't know what it's about, but thought it looked good. I got Splinter, which is by Adam Robert. This is a sci-fi, and just look, just take in this book poem right here. Oh, and it's all like embossed and gorgeous and gold, and oh yeah. I then got Prom Nights from Hell, which is an anthology. They've got YA authors to write about prom night. So you've got people like Meg Cabot, Stephanie Myers, all had to write a short story, but it had to be set on prom night. That's so like specific, isn't it? A task to do. So I think it'll be interesting to see how different these stories are. And I was like, that just sounds mental, so I'll get it. And then the rest of the books, the last books, I got from boot sale that I went to today. I don't know if you have them in other countries. They're basically where just normal people load up their cars with stuff that they don't want anymore, that they want to sell, drive to a field, set up stalls and just sell stuff to ordinary people who want to go and buy it. They're normally very cheap in my area, boot sales. You get books incredibly cheap from them. So that's why I love going to them. I feel like I spent my whole childhood at boot sales because my parents really like them as well. You can just get everything you need really from boot sale, I personally feel. I'm the boot sale queen. I got We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Heard a lot of things about this on BookTube and I didn't know where to get it, and I picked it up, and the lady on the stall, who's probably about like 40s. She was like, oh, read it, this is a really good book, like this is really fascinating, it's coming of age, it's about these kids growing up and then something happens, it's a really, really good book. So that kind of pushed me to buy it. I then got Woodland Babies, a Pixie book, which is a tiny little book with illustrations of woodland animals and a story. I love collecting really tiny miniature books, which maybe I'll do like a collection video on them because I've got so many now. I then got The Real World of Beatrix Potter, little non-fiction about good old Beatrix. The Countrywoman's Quotes by Rosemary Verley, and it's just all about like the countryside. It's kind of diary entry about the countryside. Or this one, well, the box this book was in, it was a box that would give you nightmares. This is a true crime, and the box was filled with so many horrendous true crime books. God, it scared me to even look at the box. But I got this because I'm a little psycho. This is Child of Satan, Child of God. Now this is about Susan Atkins and it's with Bob Slosser. Now Susan, when this was, if you don't know who Susan is, basically she was Charles Manson's girlfriend. Charles Manson, who killed loads of people, had the Manson family, she was a member. She killed loads of people as well and she got sent to life imprisonment. She actually died in prison. She got cancer and just died in prison. But before that, when she was in prison, she wrote a book. She wrote other books that she collaborated on with people, and this is one of them, and this is such a gem. This was 20p. If you're not a Manson fan, you won't know that Charles Manson books are so expensive. It is unbelievable. I think because, you know, there's a lot of us collectors out there. Can I call myself? I've got more than 5 books on the subject, so I suppose I'm a collector. But I'm very interested in Susan. I don't think she is this. People say, oh, Charles Manson, you know, he controlled her and she was this poor lost girl, and she wasn't a child. Like, she didn't have to kill those people. So I am interested to see how this book is worded, because it's her telling you her story, probably being like, poor me, I'm a victim. But I'm still interested in reading this. I then got Time's Delights, Poems for All Seasons, which I think sounded nice. It's got little drawings and poems of the season. I got Louis Sachar's Small Steps and Holes. I picked up Holes and then the boy was like, this is the next book. So I said, is it good? And he was like, yes. So I got both of them. I heard great things, but I've only seen the film of Holes, haven't actually read it. I got A Necklace of Raindrops, which I don't know what it's about, but hi, yes please, I'll have it. Then got Gribble and Grumble at Christmas by Clement Freud. Pictures by Quentin Blake. If Quentin Blake's on it, my claws are snatching it up. And last but not least, I got by Owen Colfer's Artemis Fowl. But it's the graphic novel version of Artemis Fowl. Never read any of these books. So I'm excited to get to that as well. And that's it. That's all the books I got. I got so many books. I feel like everything I read in my book was such a weird mix. I've got like children's books, I've got a graphic novel, I've got Beatrix Potter, I've got Charles Manson, like it's all weird. So feel free to join in with my weird reading, my weird little channel on the internet, and I will see you again soon for another video. Sorry Pineapple, I just knocked you.